Hello, hello, hello. It is May 16th. This is Nynja of another podcast, post game report. Let's get it.
Where darkness rules, fights the champion of light. Where hope seems lost, there rides the rebellion. Together they stand ready against the dark, evil warriors of the Horde and their leader, the terrible Hordak. The rebellion, armed with hope and ancient powers against the force of an intergalactic army. This is the story of one who will become leader of the Great Rebellion. She-Ra, Princess of Power.
Alright, folks, it is Sunday. Today this is a post game because we touched on it yesterday, lately, about the Joe Budden response to Rory and Mal's response. What we're going to get into right now is that them dudes are loyal as all get out, because I listened to the podcast he dropped today with, I guess, the two new dudes, and it just foul. Those dudes are loyal. I would like to have friends like those, because they didn't want to paint Joe in a bad light. But hey, I think he really tried to screw those guys over. But we're gonna start off with an old clip from Get Out the Mud podcast. Check this out.
I don't know how close you and Joe are. And to me, it seems like Joe and Mal have been knowing each other for a long time. I feel like Joe is loyal to his friends. Okay, so guys who reach through the industry, y'all kind of disposable. Joe, I'm just how I see it.
Just in awe of this guy's good.
Am I wrong?
He is. Nigga, yeah.
Rory's like your friend?
Yeah, where's my friend?
Okay.
Man,
So I hope Joe Budden doesn't fuck it up the way he fucks up a lot of things that he's involved in.
That's true.
I agree. That's true. That's true. I'm like, yo, I'm actually rooting. I'm like, yo, Joe, don't self-destruct this time.
Don't self-destruct this time.
Okay. So what's the problem?
Friend.
Check that out. You check what Charlemagne said. Don't self-destruct, and that dude is self-destructive, man. Look at his history. Man. And I think it's foul what he did on the podcast. But hey, introducing two new dudes into Rory and Mal's spot, I understand, man. We're gonna talk about Rory and Mal's issue is money. It's a $400K mistake, percentage versus salary. Like, man, I'd be mad as fuck if I ask you for money and that's owed to me and you dodging me and you making excuses. Like, that's kind of crazy. While listening to Joe's podcast, Joe's had a therapist on board, and he said he felt betrayed, but he's narrating a story with explaining the contracts they did. So, can you be friends with someone after a $400,000 mistake? Alright, so we're gonna go to Rory and Mal's response. So this will take a minute. I'll be back.
We don't know what the contract. We're percentage based.
Yes.
Because I see the narrative is people think that we work for Joe and we're employees and we get a salary. That's not what it was. We have a percentage based contract.
And also people...
So we have to ask for accounting, because how else will we know what we're supposed to get? We need to see the numbers. We get a percentage of whatever comes in for the podcast. I've seen a lot of people making, LeBron wouldn't ask Jeannie Buss for the books for the Lakers. I'm like, LeBron is a salary. He don't give a fuck what the Lakers makes as long as he makes $50 million at the end of the year. He doesn't give a fuck what the Lakers make. But if he was getting a percentage, if he was getting 30% a year, he would need to know what the Lakers made that year.
That's just basic.
So that's just to kill that narrative of we were asking to see the books and we are employees and that whole stupid narrative. We had a percentage-based contract, so you have to see the numbers so that you see everything that's coming in and everything that's going out.
So we get to accounting, which is in our contract that was drawn up by Joe's lawyer, my lawyer, Maul's lawyer, super standard with profit. That becomes an issue. I want to make this clear throughout the rest of this response, that I asked always the simplest questions ever. This narrative of me being this difficult person or this person wilding out, I also have those emails that everyone speaks about where I'm being difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how dumb you think I am, but accounting is not some shit you send in a 5-line item in the body of an email.
Right.
Just want to make that clear.
Right.
And when I asked for accounting, I didn't think asking for what's in your contract is such a fucking crazy thing to ask somebody, your friend or not. And on top of that, I sit behind the accounting expense.
Right.
I'm not going to say the company's name because it's not important.
Right.
But they're not a cheap company to hire.
Right.
They're expensive. And whether they do Joe's personal life, not my business, do not care at all. Nor am I trying to get into Joe's personal life or personal business outside of the podcast.
We're just talking about the contract that we have.
I sit behind that expense, and it's in my contract. If I ask the simple fucking question of, hey, let me see the accounting, because it's also supposed to be there quarterly by law.
And that's another thing. You're supposed to. Well, we're supposed to get accounting quarterly. If you want to do it twice a year, that's cool. Whatever. But I think
fine with that.
Right, but I think
it don't even need to be quarterly.
Right, but
it
I
could be
think
once a year.
I think that
easy
people
to work with.
Right, people don't understand that this isn't something that just happened last month or March. Like, we were trying to just get some type of accounting since 2019, maybe.
No, way before that.
All I can remember is 2019.
Yeah, I'd have to look at
Like, we had tried to get some type of accounting when we had the conversation outside the studio, like, yo, never got accounting, like, what's up, what's going on, you know, we need to see what's going on with the numbers. And it's like, every time it came to talk about accounting or business, it was always, you know, some negative energy coming from him. And that's telling to me. It's like, why are you getting so defensive when we're asking for something that's just protocol in business when you have a contract based off of profit percentages and all of that? Like, this is basic shit we're asking for.
And still, by the way, in the beginning when Maul and I were asking, because I initially asked and got back bodies of emails when it came to tour accounting, Spotify accounting, whatever we was doing, which again was not complaining in that type of sense. Or say, just send over like the real shit when you get a chance. Like, I understand people are working. That was met with such tension every time I asked a simple question. My naive ass, nothing's wrong.
Right.
I'm taking accountability on that. Nothing's wrong.
Well, we took.
I also want to make that clear, because that became a narrative, even though it is later on in what I want to get to. I don't think anyone's a thief.
We never said that.
I don't think anyone's stealing. I never even said, hey.
It was a simple.
This is missing.
Can we just have the accounting?
At this point?
Yeah, we just wanted the accounting. And I, from what I remember in 2019, when we finally got it, there was a quote unquote $400 and something thousand mistake.
So,
I don't know what accountant makes a $400,000 mistake.
So,
but okay, you know, nobody's perfect, so I'm putting that out there. But it was just a little weird to me.
So, end of 2019, yes, you are correct in that timeline. End of 2019 is when we got the Excel sheet accounting. They went from the body of the email and then just gave me an Excel sheet with a few more line items. And my high school diploma asked, before I sent it to my accountant, which also is standard business, you're not offending your friends, this is just how shit works, not calling anyone a thief. People have accountants not because people are thieves, just because of that. They have them because they need to monitor their fucking money. I find something immediately. And I don't get disrespectful, because I understand people make mistakes, and nor do I think people are stealing. That's my man. I love him. I don't think he's stealing from me. This is some shit we doing, and I know Joe got a lot of other shit going on. I got a lot of other shit going on. You got a lot of other shit going on. People make mistakes. Nor do I, and by the way, nor do I think Joe did the accounting. The people that was hired to do it did it. So I send that back. Say, hey, this appears to be a mistake. If I'm wrong, let me know. They come back and say, this big accounting company, which I will not say, said, you're right. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
We were wrong. I say, okay, cool. Then I watched Joe say, in a very condescending, sarcastic tone, Rory came to me and said, it's not that I don't trust you, it's that I don't trust wealth management. Well, he said the name, so I can say it. Fam, yeah, I don't care how condescending you say that. And it contradicts the fuck what you were saying. I never thought you were stealing.
Right.
I'm trying to understand what the fuck they're doing over here, because this is incorrect.
Right.
And I sit behind this expense. More importantly,
I'm paying for this. Right.
And on top of that, there should already be podcast accounting. You saying everyone has to run and do all this, and you're taking away from the overall goal. But like, fam, I'm just asking what's in the contract. Your lawyer, if you should know you should know your contract the same way you're saying that to me. If this was going to be an issue, you should have told your lawyer that you did not agree on accounting.
Right. Yeah.
Your lawyer agreed to accounting. A body of an email and an Excel spreadsheet that people punch numbers into is not accounting. I don't care what you say. As a profit partner, that's not how it works.
It's not accounting.
I've talked with every lawyer and accountant I possibly fucking could have because I didn't want to be wrong on this. I didn't listen. I'm new to this the same way we all were new to this. We've all run business shit outside of this, but this is a new thing, especially to the degree of money that the three of us have gotten from it. Right. This is a new thing. Right. So I went back and double checked because I don't even want to accuse my man that. Maybe I'm wrong because everything I've done has been through ledgers, QuickBooks.
It was never no
everything.
accusations.
Ever.
It was
Not
never.
once.
It was never. He was the one that brought that to the table. Like, you know, y'all are trying to paint me a certain way, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, we're just saying that we received accounting, and then there was a $400 and something thousand quote unquote mistake, and after that we never got accounting again. So I'm just like, all right, so what the fuck is going on? Like, is the mistake fixed? Can we get the updated version of accounting? Like, nothing.
So wealth management hits me, says, hey, yeah, we made a mistake, we're correcting the mistake, here you go. I said, okay, bet. I talked with Joe, I talked with Ian, honestly can't remember, about a better strategy to go about doing this. From RIP, I've always been the one on trying to do a better strategy with going about these things because I've noticed, and at this point not mad at it, I've just noticed anytime I ask a very simple question, I'm met with so much anger and tension off like, whoa, what the fuck? Okay. So my accountant gets on with wealth management, my lawyer gets on with wealth management. They even talk about, yo, just come down, we'll open shit up, you guys can look at it. I wasn't even gonna go. Why would I go? I don't give a fuck. My accountant can go. Just to get the regular shit, because maybe they have a lot going on, and maybe my accountant can just look at it and be like, all right, bet. That's the end of 2019. Pandemic hits. Who gives a fuck?
No, we had a talk. No, because we can't skip over this. We had a talk before the pandemic hit about accounting again. And this was right after Cole passed away, and we were outside the studio. And he was the first, because now I'm seeing this narrative that we're auditing him.
Oh, yeah.
He was the first one that even brought auditing to the table. When we asked him for accounting, he said, yeah, I got accounting. We said, yeah, but that was wrong. There was a mistake on that. Like, where's the new one? And he was like, oh, y'all trying to paint me away, da-da-da. And I'm like, no, we just want the correct accounting. Oh, well, then audit me then. And I'm like, audit you? I'm like, bro, fam, that's nasty. I'm not taking my niggas to court. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's just but again, looking back, everything makes sense now. Like, everything is starting to come together and paint a picture, because it's like, yo, why do you always get so hostile and so argumentative when we're trying to just get the business side right and focused and taken care of?
Which isn't even a large part of the business, honestly.
It's not.
There's so much more
but
to
it's
it.
like, fam, you got to remember, again, we're profit partners. We're percentage-based. We have a percentage-based contract, an agreement, where we get a percentage off of everything that's coming in for the pod. So we have to see the money that's coming in. How else will we know what the fuck we getting? And then he had the nerve to say, one of the last conversations we had, he tells me, oh, you got a calculator, right?
Yeah.
And this is for me, this is when
my story,
this is when, for me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to pull away from this in a minute, because I don't even know who this nigga is anymore, and I don't know who this nigga think he talking to. And I'm not trying to, that energy to me is corny to even have that type of energy with with niggas you call your friends. Like, I don't even want to have that type of energy on me, right? So when he started talking like that, and I told you this, I said, fam, I'm not even sure who this nigga is anymore. Because he's saying things, he's moving a certain way, he's wearing funny hats. I don't know who this nigga is anymore.
Don't do that.
I'm just being real. I never seen a nigga wear a Mary hat in my life.
I wasn't mad at some lads, man.
I'm just saying, I've never seen a nigga wearing a Mary hat in my life. So that for me was telling. I was like, oh, this nigga's, he's transforming into somebody else.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, why is it an issue? But for me, it was like, you know, you're just talking to certain people, and everybody telling you like, yo, listen, I did business with him. Watch that nigga, man. I'm like, Joe ain't gonna do that to me. That's my nigga. He ain't doing that with me.
It honestly, never even crossed my mind.
Never crossed my mind. But now when this is becoming argumentative and niggas are saying this and saying that, every time accounting comes up, I'm like, fam, why is it only an issue when accounting comes up?
The same way he said, why is it only a problem when money get brought in?
And again, my thing is, it's not about the money. It just became a point where the respect level just started to disappear, and you start talking to me like I work for you. And it's like, my nigga, I don't work for you. I don't work for you, bro. I don't know what type of meetings you having and who's talking to you and who's breaking down what to you. I don't work for you, bro.
All right. RESPECT. I think I spelled it right. Yep. Respect. When respect goes out the window, that's it. Like I said, can we be friends after a $4,000 mistake? Hell no. Like I said, they're riding for their champion, for their dude, but can't do it. Can't do it. And in my opinion, I think the contract was up, and Joe wanted to move them out, and moving these two guys under salary, like what Mal said. And if you watch the full response, Joe is like every other CEO, cheap labor, Bruce profits for him. And yeah, and Joe is bipolar, and Parks filed for co-signing what Joe said, just because he got a different deal. And the one thing that I noticed, Joe didn't refute anything they said. He was on Instagram looking kind of cool, and he said they were right. Everything in the response they said was right. But guess what? Check it out.
You get the bootleg. I got the bootleg. I saw my brothers, man. Oh, man. Pray for my brothers, man. I love my guys. Pray for my brothers. Pray for me. Pray for everybody involved. I did watch it, though, and feel like I needed to give a class. I watched it and I felt like I needed to give a class. Because, man, you guys, man, the creators, some of the creators are so confused and so lost and so afraid and so fearful and so, oh my God. No, they're not trying to paint a crazy picture, man. I appreciate those guys. They were very honest about everything that they've been saying to me behind the scenes, man. They were really, really honest. They were. Everybody has a truth. That's great. I appreciated that they were honest that way. Marv, what up, man? The insults. I want everything to work out for everybody. Me too, man. Me too. I want everybody to be okay. I'm not leaking contracts. I'm not doing any of that. That's silliness, man. I'm the network still, so you gotta abide by like rules and regulations and the law, and you gotta do things the right way, man. But let me just tell you, suing nobody. I don't have time to sue anybody. I got too much shit to do. I encourage anybody that want to go out. Brothers, this. I tried to tell my brothers it was just a lot of information that they missed. No accountant made a $400,000 mistake, man. Wow. 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 That's some of the stuff that we've been going through behind the scenes. Man, wow. My brothers are in pain. I would be in pain too if I felt like my man stole $400,000. No accountant made a $400,000 mistake.
Yo.
Alright, check this out. If that was true, he'd have sued him. Keep telling him, man. Hurt people hurt people. So I wish them the best, because that's just wow. That's just wilding. Yeah, man. I keep telling you, it's money. You see that big money coming in and you want to boost your profits, and he want to get out of the deal. That's my opinion. And on a side note, white men are getting divorced. Bill Gates, Jeffrey Bezos, Gary Owens. Gary Owens' estranged wife, Kenya Duke, is seeking $44,000 a month in spousal support. Wow, $44,000 a month? Damn. Are you kidding me? $44,000. How? She got grown kids. No, kids in college, and he pay for that. Kenya Duke has filed documents in court asking her estranged husband to continue paying her $44,000 a month for the household expenses, as was customary during their marriage. Wow, it's just insane, dude. How are we doing this? Hey, I didn't know he had that kind of money, but it's all good. So, on that note, this is the post-game report. Look out for probably another one during the week, maybe, if something comes up. Rate us, review us. Google Podcasts, maybe Spotify, maybe Apple. You never know. You can reach us at Instagram and any questions. And on that note, we're out.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend.
I am Adora, He-Man's twin sister and defender of the Crystal Castle. This is Spirit, my beloved steed.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull, Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat, and I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe."
Fabulous secrets were revealed to me the day I held aloft my sword and said, "For the honor of Grayskull." I am She-Ra! Only a few others share this secret. Among them are Light Hope, Madame Raz, and Cowl.
Only 3 others share this secret. Our friends, the Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, and Orko. Together we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
We and my friends of the Great Rebellion strive to free Etheria from the evil forces of Horda. Can I do anything?
The sword of power. My sword.
Of course. The sword of power. He-Man, catch!
By the power of Grayskull.
We better get to Whispering Woods fast.
I get you. By the power of Grayskull.